You're listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Domashevitz.
All right, it is time for our Ole Penn Athlete of the Week. Thank you again to our sponsors, the Law Office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz and Ole Penn Real Estate. And Andrew, we're starting to get some local people actually doing real sports things.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of sports going on really locally, but there are sports going on across the rest of the country. And
the team of realtors at Ole Penn Real Estate wish you and your family good health during this stay home, stay safe time. Their team has health and safety measures in place to protect you and everyone involved in the process. If you're thinking about selling your home, now is a great time. There are more buyers than available homes. Many homes are still receiving multiple offers and are selling for above asking price. Ole Penn Real Estate will help you put the most money possible in your pocket in less time without the hassle. Visit sellmyharborhome.com to get your home market ready. The Ole Penn team is ready to work for you.
And Joel Dublanko continues to play darn good football for the Cincinnati Bearcats, the University of Cincinnati, as
they really, really deserve a shot at a championship.
They do.
They're 8-0. Yeah. They're 8-0, and what I was saying earlier about I don't have the statistics to, and it's not easy statistics. It's like win percentage, chance, weird stat stuff. But there are people out there with formulas that show that the difficulty of Cincinnati going undefeated to this point it's the most difficult of any of the teams that are left undefeated, and they're sitting there at 7, and I don't think they have a chance. Like, I don't think they can do anything.
No, I mean,
Ohio State's gonna have to lose
like
badly.
Times. Yeah,
like they're gonna have to start throwing the ball to the other team on purpose. It's so frustrating.
It is very frustrating. They have a good shot of going undefeated this year. And I think that you're right. Even if they win the last however many games they have, like 50-10, I don't think they're going to get their shot, and it's really frustrating. And they just got another win. They actually had to work for this one a little bit more than some of their other games. Their closest win of the year, they take down UCF. They win 36-33. And our guy, Joel Dublanko, second on the team with tackles, 7 total tackles, and also 7 solo tackles too.
And he had some. So I was not watching that game, but that game was playing on my phone as I was doing stuff. And more than once, he got a big tackle. Joel, the announcers are saying Joel Dublanko there to clean that up. And at one point he held him on either a third or fourth down try with inches to go.
Wow,
it was awesome. They are a very good defense. And he is a very good player on that defense. It's really fun to experience that, because we're used to people being there.
Exactly.
And It's really neat to be oh, wow. Oh, no, they're good. They're really good.
Yeah, and it's not, you're right. It's not just that he's a start. There's so many different levels. It's not that he made the team.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, that's great. And it's not that he's a starter, which is amazing at that
also
level.
Awesome.
But he's a starter for an undefeated freaking team.
Yeah.
This is so much fun to watch. So we are definitely rooting for Joel. That is our kind of our weekly Joel update is what we're going with as this. And we're going to get into this next guy because there's another person that I want to talk about here. We're going to get into it a little bit more when Justin comes back.
Yeah, because Justin and you have the history of covering these athletes.
Yeah, and especially, and you saw Joel play probably more than you saw.
I did, but I didn't cover them.
Yeah.
And it is significantly the work that you guys do, not just watching and relaying what you're seeing on the radio or whatever, but also writing stories, interviewing, all that stuff, you guys have much better recall. And I remember names and I'm like, oh yeah, they were fun to watch play. Yeah. Like that's, it's, and I feel kind of bad about that but I don't put in the effort to I don't put the effort in to know about the players that you guys do.
Well, this next guy, I'm excited to actually have a long conversation. This is just going to be more like an update. Like, hey, this is happening. We posted about it on our Facebook page. And that post, by the way, is blowing up as much as like any of our posts do. And that is the fact that Sam Winter, Montesano Bulldog graduate Sam Winter, one of our favorite players to cover in both football and basketball, has made the team at Boise State University for basketball. This is amazing. Like, we were just talking about Joel Dublanko. It's exciting that he just made the team. Well, to me, especially with basketball, there's not that many spots.
They only play 5 people at a time.
And Joel was different. I'm not saying that Joel making the team when he first made the team wasn't that big of a deal, because he was recruited to play there. But if you want to go walk onto a football team, I'm not saying that anybody can do it at the Division I level, but they take a lot of people to be on the practice squad and to be, quote, on the team and get, be tackling dummies.
Yeah.
Basketball, that's not the case. So just making this basketball team is a massive, massive honor. And Sam Winter has made the basketball team for, and again, another big school.
He wasn't recruited there, was he?
No, he did. He went there.
See,
he just went there for school and then tried to walk on.
That is it's awesome to be recruited, but the accomplishment of going somewhere where you're not recruited and making that team, that's incredible.
Yeah, and there's a chance that he didn't have a senior year of basketball. That's the other crazy thing about this.
Yeah.
He blew out his knee in state playoff game football his senior year, didn't get a senior basketball season, so to come back and make the team is crazy. And I don't know, maybe after his junior year, he was like, hey, I'm going to go to Boise State. Maybe he sent some video off there. So maybe there was some slight recruitment, but I mean, that is just crazy to me that he has been able to make the team. I talked to some really, really, really freaking good basketball players who tried to walk on at Division I programs and couldn't do it. And yet he showed enough. And I think, you watch him from his freshman year playing at Montesano, you were like, this is a next level guy. But Division I is just such a crazy level that when I heard that he was going to Boise State, I was like, oh, he's going to go focus on his school. That's cool. It's awesome. Very excited for him. And then to see the picture of him in this, Boise State uniform just makes me so stinking excited for him. I couldn't be happier for him. He's such a great kid to cover. And Justin and I will have a longer conversation about that and how excited we are about that next week when Justin comes back.
And I just want to say that this reinforces my basketball analysis that the shortest guy on the floor is always the best, because while Sam is not short,
no, he's 6'2",
he is going to be short in Division I basketball.
That's true. Hopefully he'll get some play time at some point. That would be sick to see him out there. And yeah, he would be one of the shortest guys on the court. But again, so excited for both of these guys in Division I athletics coming from right here in Grace Harbor.